For this concept, we're going to talk about playing in open position in the key of G. Just because we're not in open G tuning, it doesn't mean we can't do a lot of really cool open string things. And so if you focus on the fourth, second, and third strings, those are the same in standard tuning as they are in open tuning. And if you use some of the hammer-on and pull-off techniques that everybody uses in open tuning on those three strings, really mostly just the fourth and the third string, you can get a lot of the same sounds, and it sounds really great. So let's start by looking at where the G minor pentatonic notes are. So just going up the fourth string, open, third fret, and then actually fifth fret also, which is the same thing as the open third string, and then third fret on the third string, and fifth fret. So something like so I'm just playing, just using the open strings, using that pentatonic position. And a really useful move is from the third fret to the fifth fret on the fourth string, because that's that unison with the open third string. Okay, now I just started doing it. Hammer-ons and pull-offs are a big part of what makes this position sound good. And it's just it's even simpler than when you're playing fretted guitar. You just lift the slide off, and there's your note. Pull-offs are as simple as that. Hammering on, a little trickier, gets a little noisier, especially on the fourth string, because you can't always totally control what's going on the bottom two strings. But you can do this. If you don't slap the slide across all the strings, when you're on the fourth string, just bring the slide in this much so that it's not hammering onto the sixth and the fifth strings, but just hammering onto the top four strings, and you've got these three on top controlled. And that's how you take care of all that extra noise. Again, if you're playing quickly and loudly and in context, a little bit of that banging around, nobody's going to notice, including you. But if you want to keep it clean, the slide, pulling the slide back is the trick there. So a lick like that is built all out of these hammer-ons and pull-offs. So hammer on here, pull off, pull off, pull off. So without the slide, just so you can see the strings. And also I'm doing a bit of a slow slide up from the third fret going towards the fourth fret, because that's the going up, that's the flat third to the third in G. Now you can also play major pentatonic notes. So fourth string, open, second fret, unison here, the root at the fifth fret of the fourth string. Then open third string, second fret, fourth fret, and then seventh fret. And that's also part of the major scale. So. So now I'm using more slides in this position, and sliding and then pulling off. So sliding from second to fourth fret, and then pulling off. And again, if you got your magic damping happening, you can get away with all kinds of stuff. So finally, you could combine major and minor just like you do when you're playing blues, fretted guitar. That B.B. King thing of doesn't really sound like B.B. King, but that idea of just alternating major and minor pentatonic for different colors. So experiment with these two different scales, just doing the major and minor pentatonic notes on those two strings. And you can practice the hammer-ons and the pull-offs and the different ways we talked about. And then let me show you what those two different sounds, the major and minor, will sound like over a Muddy Water style of amp.